custard donuts for breakfast.
That's a quote I just received from one of my clients named Melissa Stewart. And as hard as it must be for you to believe, I get quotes like that all the time. But no matter how many times it happens, it never ceases to make me smile. And I'm about to make you smile too. Because if you stick around for just a couple of minutes on this short and shocking video, you're going to learn a weird and totally unknown way I lost 2 inches off my waistline in just 7 days and 6 inches in just 2 weeks. And you'll do it without ab crunches, without counting calories, without gastric bypass surgery, and without any extreme cardio routines such as CrossFit, P90X, or Insanity. And you'll do it while still eating your favorite foods. Foods like brownies, pizza, cheesecake, and ice cream. In fact, none of these foods will spoil your weight loss. I don't expect you to believe any of that. I just ask that you give me a chance to explain. I know your eyes probably rolled over with the claim I just made, and the words, "Here we go again, another fad diet that doesn't work." And that's because the vast majority of people making promises like these have no scientific data to back it up. They are not real weight loss sufferers or experts. They're marketers, basically just throwing up Photoshop before and after photos to make a buck. Their hype and bull angers me just as much as it angers you. And if you're ready to cut through all of that clutter and get to the real truth about weight loss, you're in exactly the right place. Hi, I'm Chrissy Miller. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a guest lecturer at Yale University. But you know what I am? I'm you. I'm a real woman, not an actor. I'm 43 years old, I've had 3 babies, each of which added about 20 pounds. And because of that, I know exactly what you're going through. The shame, the pants you can't fit into, the binging, the scale anxiety. I get it. I care about it. And I care about you. Just as much as I care about my own weight loss. I guess I was just born that way. I like helping people. And that's the only reason I'm here today talking to you. The work I've done until now has made some waves that I'm proud of. Bodybuilders Daily called me the woman who's 5 years ahead of the weight loss industry. I love that compliment. And maybe that's because I don't leave it to the men in white lab coats to tell me what works. I find out what works through my own experience, the experience of my clients that I keep very close contact with. Do you think the scientists with all the grants they have take the time to really listen to the woman to find out why she failed? Or is she just another statistic? And to me, finding what really works for the average woman isn't something we can wait for. I know we don't always see it this way, but the weight loss problem is an epidemic which is literally killing us by the millions. Because absolutely every disease known to man is made worse by being overweight. What really bothered me about the weight loss problem is that we have so many diets. And the truth is, many of them work, but nobody is sticking to them for more than a month. This happened to me. Yes, I counted. 19 times I tried 19 diets. And the longest I stayed on any of them was 3 months. And I almost gave up and decided I was going to die fat. But I still had a little more fight left in me. I figured if I'm going to stay on a diet, I needed a solution that was easier, more fun, and more effortless. That way, a diet would become something people could actually stick to for life without being miserable. Is that too much to ask? Well, guess what? I found that solution, and I'm going to share it with you in just a second. It's the most exciting breakthrough in weight loss I've seen in over 10 years. So get focused, shut off your smartphone, close the door, and get a pen and paper. And make sure you stick this video out until the very end. I promise you won't regret it. In fact, the end of this video may decide whether you struggle with your love handles forever or if you enjoy a slim and sexy life. you're going to learn that hitting your weight loss goals is a lot easier than you ever thought. You're going to learn how, with a few tweaks, you can actually eat all of your favorite foods, including chocolate, grilled cheese, and sushi, and continue losing weight. That's right. The same foods that have been destroying your diets will actually become part of your weight loss plan. I know how crazy that sounds, and I don't blame you. After all, the very first thing we're told when we start any diet is to eliminate these foods from our life. But ask yourself, where has that gotten us? With 34% of Americans obese, that's where this advice has gotten us. And why would you expect anything different? If these foods really are our favorite foods, how can we expect someone to stop eating them for the rest of their lives and think that's going to work? Every single diet out there, by its very nature, is set up to fail before they even get off the ground. Sure, most folks can give up those foods for a little while, but there's a pattern there. There are well-grooved neural pathways that want and need those favorite foods, especially when you're stressed out, which we all are at times. So it might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, but eventually the craving wins the day. It's just basic psychology. The idea of slim, sexy bodies someday in the future is great, but it just can't compete with the double-decker chocolate fudge cake with frosting that's in front of us right now. So until today, we've all been stuck in a can't-have-it-all situation. We can either have the pleasure of our favorite foods or the pleasure of a great body. Not both. It's a problem, and a problem that was ruining my marriage, sucking the confidence right from under me. Peace and happiness in my life was gone. And honestly, I didn't know where to turn, because even the nutritionists had failed me, and I tried many. I didn't just get fat from these pregnancies. I blew up. I mean, it was worth it. Don't get me wrong. Have a look. My daughter, Rebecca, is 11 now. My other daughter, Chris, is 9. And my daughter, Sophie, at 5 years old. After Sophie, I weighed in at 182 pounds, and I couldn't lose it. It was around that time I came down for water late at night, and I caught my husband, Jerry, ogling at scantily clad girls on Instagram. He claims he clicked the wrong link. Guess what? I looked back at the history. Every girl he was watching was skinny. Skinnier than I was anyways. Gross. He had never done anything like this before. But then I realized we really weren't having sex as much as we used to. I cornered him at one point and asked him point blank, "Are you still attracted to me? I mean, I'm nowhere near petite." I could tell he wanted to crawl into a hole. "Of course I am, honey. What do you mean? I've been attracted to you from day one." After I thought about it, I realized he had just said he was attracted to me on day one. That was the emphasis. No comments specifically about today. I didn't believe him anymore and got uncomfortable being naked in front of him. And when the intimacy falls apart, the whole marriage drops. We all know that. We started pulling further and further apart to the point we had nothing to talk about but the kids. Us didn't exist anymore. And that hurt like hell. Every time I heard the garage door open, I used to get excited. Now I was wishing he had stayed late. I started to question if this marriage was going to last. Then there was the weight. My waistline was 42 inches, which meant I was at risk for diabetes, which was scary because diabetes runs in my family. I tried raw food, I tried vegetarian, I tried low calorie, I tried low carb, I tried no carb. Intense cardio programs, and I'm not going to tell you that these strategies didn't work. They did work for a while, but like so many people, I just couldn't stick to any of them. And here's what got me every time. I'm from a family of incredible bakers, and eating baked goods like cake and chocolate chip cookies were the ultimate comfort food for me. Each time I felt down, I turned to those comfort foods, and the diet was over. I got on a really bad streak, with rebound after rebound, leaving me bigger than I've ever been, which really got me panicking. I was ready to give up. I was crying in the bathroom because I had just checked the scale and it carried bad news. The door actually opened and it was Jerry, and I could see a lot of real sympathy in his eyes. He said, "Another one bites the dust?" Through my tears, I mustered, "Yeah, I'm giving up. This is my life. I'm going to be fat forever." He said, "Nope, we're not going that route. Failure is not an option." My husband is a genius with problem solving, but I guess I just never thought to ask him about this. He said, "No, this isn't going to happen." What did he have up his sleeve? He said, "I know you've tried every diet out there, so we're going to come up with something entirely new." And after a hug that lasted about 10 minutes, we got right to work. We devoured everything the library had to offer, as well as grassroots weight loss innovators called biohackers, which, if you don't know, are extremely innovative grassroots researchers who are constantly coming up with new ways to unlock your body's potential. The answer we were looking for actually came from a place you wouldn't expect, an online forum. It was one of the longest posts I'd seen on the forum. His article was 21 pages of text, and I think that prevented a lot of people from reading it from start to finish. In fact, the thread was over a year old and had no comments. I started reading, and I immediately knew I was dealing with someone who was very well versed in all the latest research on weight loss. He was honest and objective. He was an outside-the-box thinker, and he had a completely unique perspective on the weight loss problem. I was amazed when he spoke of a few tweaks that allow you to incorporate desserts and junk food into a diet without affecting the results. He claimed that with these tweaks, dieting will actually become fun. He also mentioned a secret ingredient that you can take before you eat that speeds up the fat burning even more. He cited a lot of research. We started to look up his sources, and sure enough, everything he was saying was backed by hard science. Eureka! Suddenly, it was crystal clear what we needed to do. We began developing a new weight loss system that would work on these principles. And once we had it fully mapped out, we realized this is going to be a breakthrough for every man and woman who has ever battled with a diet and lost. It took 2 weeks for us to track down all the ingredients we needed, but we finally managed to find all of them. So we waited for them to arrive, excited to get started. I can remember that night like it was yesterday. Jerry came over to the couch where I was reading. He walked over and plopped a milkshake down to me on the coffee table. I had a perplexed look on my face. I said, "Honey, that's sweet, but you know I'm trying to keep the weight down. I mean, that's what we've been working on all week. Why tempt me like this, Jerry?" "Do you trust me?" he said. I said, "Sorta." He said, "Good enough. Just drink it. It's a different kind of milkshake. It's really something special." I took one sip and my eyes lit up instantly. I grabbed him by the shirt and said, "Jerry, that's the most delicious milkshake I've ever had." He said, "Glad you like it. You can drink that every day if you want to." We finally got all the ingredients we were waiting for. I jumped up with excitement. At last, we had the secret ingredients, the ones everyone in the weight loss industry forgot to tell you about. With these secret ingredients added to my food and a few more simple tweaks, I wasn't just able to drink milkshakes, I was able to eat all kinds of stuff. After just 4 months, I had entirely lost all of my baby weight and even 5 pounds more for good measure. We gave each other the biggest hug the day I weighed in at 123, down from 221. I'll never forget the day I walked into the room with my head held tall as I was fitting snugly into my pre-maternity t-shirt and skinny jeans. I was beaming, What I saw in the mirror was a new woman. My smile came back, my posture changed, my face got brighter. I started to go out again, even to the beach. And as far as our relationship was concerned, I felt like we were on our honeymoon all over again. Best part? There was zero desire to go off the diet because I could still eat all my favorite foods. That meant zero hunger and zero loss of energy at any time. My body was loving it just as much as I did. So what was the secret? What was in the milkshake? And how did it change my life forever? Let me explain. I just saw a video yesterday with one of the most desired women on earth, a singer you all know of, and she was eating drive-through McDonald's. Here you are eating rabbit food and practically collapsing on a treadmill because you're so tired. And she is eating a cheeseburger with stick-like arms and a 24-inch waist and abs as flat as a wall. Ever wonder what makes her body different from yours? Think they have a better metabolism? Wrong. Metabolism is just an effect of a deeper cause. If you focus just on metabolism, you are missing out on the truth about what makes skinny people skinny. There's another factor in the chemistry of their digestive system that makes them lose weight effortlessly. In fact, it's nearly impossible for the weight to pile on in the first place when this is in balance. The secret I'm talking about is your gut flora, the little microbes that live inside your digestive system. There's a war going on in your belly between good microbes that are healthy for you and make you lose weight and leave you happier every day, and the bad microbes, which make you sluggish, lead to disease, and make you fatter by the day. And if you're overweight, I can guarantee that for you, the bad microbes are in the driver's seat. How do I know? Because there are now thousands of studies that prove it. Just like this one released by King's College in England from their Advanced Nutritional Science Department. In the study, they took 3,600 twins to find out why some of them were overweight. They used twins to rule out genetic factors. So what did they discover? To their amazement, it had less to do with how much people ate, or what they ate, or even how much they exercised that determined how overweight they were. It was the composition of their gut flora. Those who had specific strains of good microbes stayed in shape effortlessly. Those with bad microbes gained weight even on calorie-restricted diets. Isn't that incredible? And this is just one of the thousands of studies that we have found showing the importance of healthy gut flora on weight loss. So if you want to lose weight fast and keep it off for good, all you have to do is rebalance your gut flora. And when you do, nothing will be able to stop you. Your body will become your friend instead of your enemy. You will process food just like that annoying skinny girl does. Just like a celebrity actress or a musician, whether it be an Angelina Jolie or a Selena Gomez. No matter how overweight you are now, it doesn't matter. The weight will literally disappear and leave no trace. Your friends and family will be shocked, then jealous, then curious about how you did it. But inside, where it really counts, you will be a different person. Someone with the energy of a young lion and the self-esteem of a rock star on stage getting a standing O. You will become one of those people who seem like they cannot gain weight no matter how hard they try. No gyms, no calorie counting, no giving up on your favorite foods. And you won't just look better, you'll feel better too. Fixing your gut will supercharge your energy, reverse the appearance of aging, and transform your health, just like it did for thousands of my clients. I know this sounds amazing and you're excited to get started. So how do you rebalance your gut? And what are the specific microbes you're missing? To understand, there's a bit of science you need to know first. I'm going to share everything with you right now, so listen carefully. I call these microbes little miracles because that's what they truly are. And that's what my clients have been calling them. Because when you see the success stories I'm going to share with you, they are nothing short of miraculous. And once you start using them, you'll realize that too. So here they are, miracle microbe number 1, Bacillus subtilis. Now, you may have tried probiotics in the past, but I promise this is different. You see, for probiotics to be effective, they need to be alive and active. But most probiotics are destroyed by strong stomach acids in your digestive system. So only 5% make it through. That's why they don't have much of an effect. Bacillus subtilis is unique because it's spore-based, which means it's protected by a natural shell that keeps it safe. So you can be 100% guaranteed they get to the right place and quickly get to work. In fact, there are over 250 scientific studies showing the amazing ability of Bacillus subtilis to improve digestion and burn fat quickly. And every month, that number is going up. Before long, I'm positive Bacillus subtilis will be a household name. And when you look at the incredible science behind this miracle microbe, it's easy to see why Bacillus subtilis is shown in studies to support significant reductions in body fat percentage without changing diet. In a study from 2017, subjects given Bacillus subtilis saw significant drops in body fat percentage within just days of taking it. Even crazier, in a study from 2019, researchers found that Bacillus subtilis produced an important short-chain fatty acid called butyrate. Butyrate activates a special fat-burning gene called AMPK, while at the same time switching off fat-storing genes and drastically lowering hunger hormones such as ghrelin. In addition, Bacillus subtilis has been proven to significantly improve digestion by inhibiting bad bacteria while restoring normal gut flora in humans. That means no longer getting bloated or tired after meals. And it even supports healthy blood sugar levels. Now, I know we often hear how this or that ingredient is good for us, but it's actually very rare for an ingredient to be scientifically proven to support fat burning in so many studies. Bacillus subtilis is one of those rare exceptions, and that's just one of the 7 head-turning star ingredients I'm sharing with you today. Miracle microbe number 2 is Bifidobacterium longum. This is another weight loss breakthrough proven in countless studies to burn fat without changing your diet. Researchers also found that it significantly improves digestion, reduces bloating and abdominal pain, and all allows more of the food you eat to be turned into energy instead of being stored as fat. Incredible, right? If you just took these 2 amazing microbes alone, they could help transform your body and health in a matter of weeks. Yet, they're not the only impressive microbe we found. Miracle microbe number 3 is Lactobacillus rhamnosus. This weight loss wonder first caught my attention in 2013 when a group of scientists conducted an experiment on overweight and obese individuals. The doctors conducted a randomized double-blind study, the gold standard in medical testing, and each day after dinner, these people were given Lactobacillus rhamnosus for a period of 24 weeks. The results astounded the medical community because on average, patients taking this supplement lost 51% more fat than those taking a placebo, all without changing their diets, which means you'll be losing serious weight in no time. Why is Lactobacillus rhamnosus so effective? Scientists believe it's because it produces special nutrients that improves insulin resistance. That means turning more of the calories we eat into energy that powers our body and helps us move around, instead of storing it as fat. So are you starting to see what makes these microbes so unique? All of them help significantly boost weight loss without giving up the foods you love. all of them are supported by hundreds of clinical trials and irrefutable science. And all of these microbes increase overall health. So you digest food easier, gain more energy, and feel better too. It's the ultimate 1, 2, 3 knockout punch. Now, even if you stopped there and just started taking these 3 ingredients, it would still be one of the most potent, effective, guaranteed ways to lose weight fast. But as I mentioned before, I'm not just trying to help you lose a few pounds. I want to make sure your weight loss struggle ends today, and you get the body you've always dreamed of and the body you deserve. That's why there's 4 more proven fat-burning microbes to improve your weight loss from every possible angle, including Bifidobacterium breve. In 2015, researchers discovered Bifidobacterium breve causes significant reduction of body fat and modified metabolic functions in adults with obese tendencies in a randomized double-blind trial. And then there's Lactobacillus casei. In a study featured in the Journal of Beneficial Microbes, scientists found Lactobacillus casei contributed to significant decrease in body weight, and that when combined with other microbes, it amplified their results. Next is Lactobacillus plantarum. Researchers found that Lactobacillus plantarum reduced body weight and fat tissue, again without reducing caloric intake. These little guys are truly a miracle. And finally, there's Lactobacillus acidophilus, which was found in 2014 to reduce body fat and lower leptin levels in overweight and obese individuals. Leptin is a signaling hormone that has been shown to cause your body to store fat. So the lower that is, the easier it is to lose weight, especially in your problem areas. Incredible, right? All of the microbes have shown to help you burn fat without even trying. So let's start connecting the dots. These are double-blind studies, the gold standard, that were conducted by some of the best scientists in the world. And in all of these studies, it was shown that the microbes I'm telling you about contributed to significant weight loss without giving up your favorite foods. And it's not just your weight. Once you balance your gut flora, your health will improve drastically. It's actually incredible that just supplementing your diet with a few ingredients can do this. Yet that's exactly what the research shows. In light of these studies, I really don't think there is any excuse not to be adding these good microbes I've just shared into your daily diet, especially when it's never been easier than it is right now today. You see, while I've been recommending these 7 miracle microbes for years, up until recently, my clients would always run into 2 big problems. The first issue was that nobody wanted to take 7 different supplements each day, which I get, because depending on the dosage, that works out to anywhere from 7 to 28 capsules a day, and that's just not realistic. Plus, buying 7 different individual supplements each month can really start adding up to the tune of $230 or more every 30 days, which is simply not affordable for most of us. And the second issue that my clients used to run into when it came to these 7 supplements had to do with quality and purity, which is a really big problem in the supplement industry. I've heard stories of shady companies selling supplements that don't include the ingredients they're supposed to, or that only contain trace amounts of the star ingredient that they advertise. All of those things can make you feel like you're playing Russian roulette every time you buy a product. So I know there had to be a better option out there, a way for both my clients and the American public to get the powerful, fat-burning benefits of these 7 miracle microbes you've discovered today inside one supplement. A supplement that's ultra-grade, ultra-pure, that contains ingredients that are tested and certified free of pesticides and toxins, that you can take each day in less than a minute, and that will make you feel confident that you are doing everything in your power to lose weight and get in the best shape of your life. Well, after more than 2 years in the lab, I'm excited to announce that we've created a breakthrough new formula. Something that has the purest, highest grade of all 7 miracle microbes. It's called BioFit, and it represents the next generation of fat-burning science. BioFit is the breakthrough that finally brings a new weight loss option to everyone. Each capsule contains 800 milligrams of the pure natural blend, the exact same 7 miracle microbes proven in scientific studies to help you lose weight impossibly fast. And because BioFit harnesses the power of a special spore delivery system, you can be assured these microbes survive harsh stomach acids to quickly improve digestion, increase energy, and accelerate fat loss. All this comes together to make the most effective weight loss supplement in existence. The results speak for themselves, and that's why it's extremely popular. Pretty much everyone who tries BioFit keeps asking for more of the stuff because they never again want to worry about gaining weight every time they step on the scale. BioFit is also becoming extremely popular with many in the health profession, which is amazing, but it puts even more strain on production, especially because it can take up to 3 months to custom create each batch. And as a result of the fact that BioFit is expensive to manufacture, it takes up to 3 months to produce a single batch and keeps selling out. I frequently don't have any BioFit available for the public. But that being said, I also don't want anyone to stay awake each night worrying about their health or how much weight they're gaining. Which is why in the next few moments, I'll share how you can get your hands on brand new bottles of BioFit and how you can try it risk-free as part of our breakthrough new pilot program. But first, let me answer that other question. How much BioFit do you need to take? That's simple. Just take 1 capsule a day for at least 30 days. The reason it's important that you take BioFit for at least 30 days is very straightforward. While the 7 miracle microbes go to work pretty much immediately, what all those clinical studies have shown us is that the longer you take each of the microbes inside BioFit, the more your body can benefit. Bacillus subtilis is shown in studies to start burning fat within just days. But you also saw that in another major study, taking Lactobacillus rhamnosus for a full 6 months was shown to reduce body fat by a whopping 51% without changing your diet at all, which is an important factor for those who want to live longer, healthier, more energized lives for years to come. So it just makes sense to keep taking BioFit day after day and month after month, especially with the astronomical prices the weight loss industry is charging gym memberships, exercise equipment, and tasteless meal plans. For example, 10 years ago, the price of a yearly gym membership was $150. But today, that same membership costs almost $600. That's 4 times the price for exactly the same product. Isn't that criminal? While the most BioFit costs is a few pennies per day. More on that in a second. And this is why so many experts are recommending that you choose at least 3 bottles of BioFit at a time, and 6 bottles if you want to be completely safe. And then take it for a period of at least 90 days. That way you can absolutely guarantee that you've done everything you can to burn stubborn belly fat and get that sexy, slim body you've always wanted. Across the US, people who were once worried about endless weight gain and struggles with obesity, people who are finding life so hard, gaining weight just by looking at food, are calling BioFit a gift from God. And today, this is your golden opportunity to join them. Just like Olive Monson of Greenfield, New Jersey, she says, "Chrissy, I've got to tell you, when I first heard about your supplement, I was skeptical. But just 1 day into taking it, I could tell this was different from any supplement I've taken before. I can actually feel it working. I could feel myself getting thinner, and the scale proved it. I lost weight every single day. My diet actually became enjoyable thanks to your secret tweak." This is a huge breakthrough, and I'm telling everyone about it. It's really amazing. And Jenny Hawkins of Jacksonville, Florida, who says, BioFit is a lifesaver. I thought I'd never go to the beach again. Now I can actually go tanning without feeling ashamed. I'm enjoying food more than I ever have, and I'm seeing weight loss faster than I ever thought possible. And to think, I almost didn't buy this. I would have missed out on the best weight loss opportunity of my life. And Rebecca Butler of Lone Jack, Missouri, she says, wow, wow, wow. BioFit is exactly what you said it was and much more. I'm on day 4 and I've already lost 2 pounds. I have tried for months to get my weight to budge, and here I am with an ice cream sundae and loving every minute of it. Chrissy, you are my hero. Those testimonials you just heard are only a few of the hundreds I'm receiving each month about BioFit. And you should know that this natural gut balancing breakthrough is only available on this website while there are supplies in stock and I'm able to keep this video online. The truth is, there are many in the weight loss industry who hate what I'm doing. They planned on making billions, yes, billions of dollars off people like us as we grow older. And they view BioFit as a major threat. Something that could take away their private jets, their yachts, their exotic beach homes, that could make them find a new career path altogether. I'm trying to fight these people and their lawyers off, but it's an uphill battle. If you're here right now and there are bottles of BioFit in stock, it's vital that you don't put this decision off. Using BioFit really can feel like you've just found the mystery switch for effortless weight loss, youthfulness, and long-lasting good health. Something that lets you wake in the morning confident you can enjoy your day and eat the foods you love without issue. Every day you take your BioFit capsules is a day where you have the chance to be free from worry and to be free from the hassles of counting calories and checking your weight each morning to see how many pounds you've gained. Where you might be able to enjoy a slice of pizza with all the trimmings or a night out at your favorite restaurant with a meal that ends with a savory dessert. And when you consider that BioFit really was designed to help you make all of this a reality, you can probably understand why my friends and family were adamant that I set the price of this breakthrough at $249 per bottle, which honestly, I think is extremely fair, especially considering how much it costs to acquire the rare ingredients in BioFit. And yet, while I know that we could charge $249 for a bottle of BioFit, and I'd still sleep soundly at night, this isn't about making a profit for me or my team. Which is why, if you decide to take action right now and say yes to the scientific miracle that is BioFit, you won't need to spend $249 for a bottle or even $149. Instead, by taking action today, you can order BioFit for just $69 per